Booker T. Washington was the founder of the school John was attending, Tuskegee, showing us the domino effect of success. John chose to study a new technology, automotive mechanical science. After the Great War, only the wealthy could afford automobiles, until Henry Ford revolutionized the industry by making automobiles available to the average working class. John later realizes he won't be able to fulfill his potential in his hometown Gulfport, so he decided to move to Detroit. Before John would live within his purpose, he worked as a car mechanic. He still felt restless and began to ask where he could learn to fly. Of course, at that time, the disease of racism was rife, and they either didn't want to believe or simply didn't believe black men were capable of flying planes. After that point, they're not taking him seriously until John realizes there's an engine issue and offers to help for some lessons. The two men think about it, and that's the beginning of him walking into his passion. To further John's progress, he moved from Detroit to Chicago. He took a janitorial position in a school which was teaching the students how to build a plane. John took the information and built a plane with his friends. Funnily enough, the night school instructor Bill Henderson inspected the plane and even took it for flight. Eventually, after many obstacles, John recruited a class in aviation mechanics, the first class to have all black students and women also, the friends who helped building the plane which Henderson flew. John C. Robinson achieved many things within America, but his international relations, in my opinion, became historical, something that cannot be paralleled. Turbulence began once he met Hubert Julian, the first black parachutist and the first black licensed pilot in Canada, otherwise known as the Black Eagle. Rastafari wanted to show his people that black men, like any other, could learn how to fly. Julian was confident and willing to demonstrate his flying ability. Tafari was pleased to see Julian's skill, gave him a medal, raised in pay, rank of colonel, and even offered him Ethiopian citizenship. Julian allowed accolades to get to his head and flew the plane. He knew he wasn't meant to, as Rastafari had made it clear. To make it worse, he crashed the plane. Who would be foolish enough to disobey Rastafari's direct order? Of course, he was immediately banished. John continued to work with his friends Coffee at their school. John began to be recognized by his expertise. John began to be the local press. Malako Ibeyin, a relative of Haile Selassie, caught wind of this. Checked the credentials of John C. Robinson. Once everything was verified, he invited John to fly to Ethiopia to help during the Italian invasion. Once John arrived in Ethiopia, he was surprised to find out Hubert was allowed to re-enter Ethiopia, although Hubert definitely wasn't serving in the same capacity as before. They suddenly met each other, after Hubert and John were both asked the same question by a reporter in relation to the reason for Hubert no longer being allowed to fly. Question being, did John speak with the Emperor and prevent Hubert from flying? Now we see, after the propaganda was stirred between the two men, how each person responded to the situation. At this point, John Robinson had not even met the Emperor. Later, John reflected on the scuffle and how he displeased the Emperor, giving the press the wrong kind of publicity. Even this setback couldn't prevent his greatness.